In today's video, we're going to show you how topspin affects your shots, and it will help you to become a better tennis player by understanding the simple geometry of the way that the ball moves on the court.
Back to the video in just 1 second, but first, I want to show you one more time. We got a new website up and running. It's called revolutionarymotiontennis.com. Link is in the description below. Try to check it out, give it some thought. Maybe we can help you out with your tennis.
Now, this stick is going to help me to show you the direction of your shot, where you're hitting it to. We'll start very, very simple. If you are hitting it straight forward, let's say like this. As you can see, it is right above the net. It's completely flat, and you're hitting it straight forward. Right? That means that you would put your racket right behind the ball and hit straight into it. Now, if I hit it completely flat, depending on how hard I hit, that's how far the ball will travel. If I don't hit hard enough, the gravity will affect the ball. Let's say I'm hitting from the baseline, and the ball will not even make it to the net because at some point it will start going down. And if I go to the opposite side, let's say I hit super hard, that means the ball will just travel past the baseline on the other side of the court and go out. How can we fix that? By adding a little bit of topspin when still hitting through the ball and flat. We make sure that the ball curves in, because when we add topspin, the ball starts spinning and it starts going down slightly earlier than it would have if it traveled completely flat. So that's how topspin would affect a really hard shot for it to still stay inside the court, even if you're hitting it straight forward. If we lift the ball and let's say our contact point now is higher and we're hitting it the same way straight forward, as you can see, because it's higher, it will take more time for the gravity to push it down. Now, if we hit the same way, the ball will again go out. So that means the higher contact point we have, if we hit just as hard, now we have to add slightly more topspin or get more on top of the ball so that the ball can still stay inside the court. However, this situation, when we can hit completely straight forward and the ball can go completely straight and flat, as I described just now, is very rare. You might have heard from your coach that you have to clear the net, that you have to hit it up over the net to avoid mistakes and be more consistent. That works if you're not hitting it very hard. That works very well in the beginning. But please remember, if you are hitting to clear the net and you want to eventually hit hard, make sure you develop a lot of topspin so that your balls stay in the court. So more often than not, we are hitting the ball from slightly below, so we have to lift it above the net. That's why we have to add more topspin. Otherwise, our balls will just fly out. And also, in order to hit a better shot, you would always want to drop your racket underneath the ball, which also creates this necessity for topspin and to roll it. Otherwise, you're just hitting straight up past the baseline. All right? The direction of your shot will always just go straight up and far. So because we're hitting from below the net most of the time, we have to hit the ball slightly up, and that's why we have to add as much topspin as we possibly can. Again, it depends on how hard we hit. The softer we hit, the less likely it's going to go far. But if you're hitting harder shots, then you have to invest more time on working on topspin. Now, if you're standing closer to the net, let's say you're somewhere around the service line or maybe even closer. Now, and you see a ball that is high, and if you hit it straight forward from here, the distance is even shorter to the baseline on the other side. That's why if you just hit it straight, most likely it will go out. That's why you have to add more topspin here to make the ball stay in. Again, if you're hitting a ball that is higher and you are inside the service line and baseline, which often happens right on the short balls, then you can hit it more down because you have that angle. You have the angle that goes down the ball with sharp angles, or deep if you like, just by changing the angle. The more we hit up on the ball, the more we want to give a higher arch above the net, the more topspin we have to add for the ball to stay in. So we would like to add topspin in every shot that we hit, but the amount of topspin depends on what type of flight, type of shot we are creating. If we're creating an arch, we have to add a lot of topspin. The flatter we hit, the more straight we hit, we just have to make sure we add a little bit of topspin so the ball stays in. And now if we're hitting down, we can just hit straight flat, making sure that the angle is right. We can hit as hard as we want and the ball will always stay in. If you think of it that way, it might really help you to control the amount of topspin that you give and create better angles and shots. And of course, keep the ball inside the court. And don't forget to check out our website. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.